We turn now to the Faculty Excellence Awards portion of tonight. Many faculty members have contributed to significant achievements at the university this year, and facing unprecedented circumstances, all faculty, working together, dealt with what might have seemed an impossible situation, investing conspicuously in adapting to all of the unusual circumstances we faced. Now, not all of these contributions can be captured at a single recognition ceremony. There are certainly unsung heroes. But thank you all for the hard work that is much appreciated as it made this year successful. As always, we received many nominations for the Faculty Excellence Awards, and we appreciate the time and the thoughtful support required to recognize your colleagues. As happens every year, to determine the award winners, 4 committees comprising representatives from the colleges and past award winners evaluated the nominations for each award category based on published award criteria. In many categories, it was a very tough decision for committee members because there were so many excellent nominees. Thanks to faculty who served as assistant provosts this year, foregoing the opportunity to be considered for the awards. However, several were nominated. This year, we also introduced 5 new awards: Excellence in Sponsored Programs, Excellence in Online Pedagogy, Excellence in Teaching by Lecturer Faculty, Excellence in Recruiting, Advisement, or Retention, and Excellence in Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, Access, and Belonging. All award recipients receive a cash award and an elegant commemorative plaque. And now the awards. The first award is for Excellence in Experiential Education. This award recognizes a faculty member who demonstrates excellence in incorporating high-impact practices into courses or in faculty-mentored student learning opportunities, or who demonstrates excellence in promoting student engagement through innovative pedagogical techniques or high-impact practices. There are 15 nominees. The winner of the award is Dr. R. Christopher O'Brien. A student nominator explains that Dr. O'Brien put impactful student education in the form of classes, research, and writing above all other things. An example of his approach was provided. The forensic archaeology course exhumed human skeletons in the woods at the Orange campus. Thankfully, they were fake ones. The second award is for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, Accessibility, and Belonging. This award recognizes a faculty member who demonstrates commitment to promoting diversity, equity, inclusion, access, and belonging at the University of New Haven, and who displays commitment to these above and beyond assigned job responsibilities. This person demonstrates a commitment to participating in, organizing, and leading programs and/or events around diversity and inclusion for the entire campus community. And the winner of the award is Dr. Danielle T. Cooper. A student wrote, quote, "She is a welcome presence by all multicultural students, and I speak on behalf of a very tight-knit community when I say Dr. Cooper is someone who has proven time and time again that we matter, and we cannot extend our gratitude enough. I am proud to know her, to have worked alongside her, and to have been given the opportunity to learn from a leader who embodies what true advocacy looks like." A colleague remarked, quote, "She imbues us all to seek an understanding of what diverse and inclusive campuses and communities really look and feel like, and the importance of working towards such goals." The third award is for Leadership in Service. This award recognizes a full-time faculty member who shows outstanding leadership and service to the university or community or one's profession over the past 1 or 2 years. There are 14 nominees. The service award goes to Dr. Alexandria Guzman. Alex colleagues remarked, quote, "Her leadership is truly transformational in that she helps department members to consider the big picture in terms of where the department is going and how we can grow to better serve our students." Another said, quote, "She is skilled at seeing both sides of a discussion and willing to take a stand, but also to compromise when necessary. I'm not sure there has been a more difficult time to serve in this position, as the COVID-19 pandemic has changed the way we function in ways that we probably never could have imagined." And another, quote, "I believe that Alex has very appropriately steered a course where all opinion is valued and validated, given opportunity, but not given freedom to step upon differing opinions." The fourth award is for Excellence in Online Teaching Pedagogy. This award honors a faculty member who has demonstrated the ability to build community and student engagement in an online class, who applies high-impact practices in that course, and effectively uses technology or multimedia. This award goes to Dr. Jan Louise Jones. A student wrote, quote, "I love Dr. Jones' enthusiasm, as she was somehow able to keep me awake at 9:35 in the morning, even on Zoom." A supportive colleague noted that, quote, "Jan's hard work has led to what we all believed was impossible, food and beverage classes during a pandemic." And Jan reminds us of our motto, a quote from Aristotle, "Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all." The fifth award is for excellence in recruiting, advising, or retention. This new award recognizes and honors a full-time faculty member for the development and implementation of proactive and impactful retention initiatives, promotion of career preparation and developmental goals for students, effective intervention in student difficulties so as to retain students, and consistent participation in recruitment events with positive effects on the process. And the winner is Dr. Jean Nocito-Gobel. Jean explains that, quote, "The relationships I've developed with my advisees and the impact I've made in their lives truly has been one of the most gratifying roles of mine as a professor." A student corroborates this, saying, quote, "It is apparent to me that she deeply cares for her students and wants them to be as successful as possible. I am confident in the goals I have set as a student and have a clearly defined direction because she is my advisor." The sixth award is for excellence in sponsored programs. This new award recognizes and honors full-time faculty who effectively attract external funding or business or community support through grants, contracts, cooperation agreements, or other means, who develop a supportive relationship with business or other organizations that benefit students through opportunities for experience or postgraduate placement in career or further educational positions, and or who promote student engagement and high-impact practices, including opportunities for research. The first winner of this award is William H. Carbone. A colleague writes, quote, "His service extends well beyond me and into the department, college, and the university as a whole. His efforts are laudable and often go beyond the level of commitment required or offered by other faculty members." A student comments that, quote, "I hope in my future I will be as passionate, focused, and empowering as Professor Carbone is in the juvenile justice field to promote resources to youth and families to live long, healthy, and sustainable lives." The motto on Bill's desk reads, quote, "It's better to build children than to repair men," unquote. The seventh award is for excellence in research or creative activity. This award is intended to honor a full-time faculty member who has produced outstanding current research, scholarship, or creative activity, and who also demonstrates excellence in mentoring others in their own research, scholarship, or creative activity. This year's winner is Dr. Brooke Weinger Kamrath. A colleague makes the case for Dr. Kamrath. Quote, "She is a remarkable research scientist. Her initiative and organizational skills are phenomenal and have proven invaluable in a research environment that requires multitasking, attention to detail, time management, and leadership skills. Moreover, she serves as an exceptional role model for women in STEM occupations. Her strong academic knowledge base and her research competency have indisputably translated into an extremely successful career in research, academia, and also in forensic casework." The eighth award is for excellence in teaching by part-time instructors. This award honors an adjunct instructor or practitioner in residence, PIR, who embodies the principles of excellence in teaching and demonstrates pedagogy that embodies evidence-based best practices and innovative teaching approaches or in mentoring students. This award goes to Dr. D. Edward Davis. A student nominator observed, quote, "Dr. Davis' teaching has made a lasting impact on me and is an example of the best kind of support that any college student deserves to experience in their academic career." Dr. Davis' colleagues observed that, quote, "Dr. Davis' authenticity in his interactions with students helps them feel confident and motivated in their learning, and, quote, it is rare to find a scholar so open to disciplinary approaches and techniques outside their own field." The ninth award is for excellence in teaching by lecturer faculty. This award honors a full-time lecturer who embodies the principles of excellence in teaching and demonstrates pedagogy that embodies evidence-based best practices and innovative teaching approaches and/or mentoring of students. The winner is Dr. Anna Klock. Student nominators remark, quote, "I have personally observed Dr. Klock talk to every student in our virology lab course, either about their research, career growth, and or experiences in their education as a mentor should." Another said, quote, "I, along with several of my peers, have often talked about how much we love Dr. Klock and her lab, and that we're actually excited to attend her class each week." And a third noted, "She always relates the science we learn in lecture lab to real-life examples and continually encourages her students to think of the greater implications of research performed in the lab." The 10th and final Annual Faculty Excellence Award is for excellence in teaching by tenured and tenure-track faculty. This award honors a full-time faculty member who embodies the principles of excellence in teaching and demonstrates pedagogy that embodies evidence-based best practices, innovative teaching approaches, and/or pedagogy that embodies effective mentoring of students. This year's winner is Dr. Kevin Barnsini. A student nominator observed, quote, "Not only was Dr. Barnsini the first professor who taught me how to write at an academic level, but he was also a professor that showed passion and someone that truly embodied what the criminal justice system should represent." A colleague noted, quote, "One of Dr. Barnsini's strengths as a teacher is his willingness and desire to work with students beyond the standard course requirements, while truly mentoring and connecting with them on an interpersonal level." Congratulations to Dr. Barnsini and to all our award winners in 2021. Before we move on to the next portion of our celebration, two final notes. First, our thanks to all of those who convened and served on the awards committees. And second, many thanks to those who managed the process, Dr. Christine Shakespeare, Dr. Gordon Simerson, and Donna Cerami in the Office of the Provost. We turn now to the announcement of endowed chairs. Let me introduce Provost Mario Gabori.
It is now my pleasure to celebrate a group of distinguished individuals who've been awarded endowed chairs or endowed professorships. We will begin with the Oscar Schindler Humanities Foundation Endowed Professorship. This endowment was established in 2006 in honor of President Kaplan's inauguration. It was founded by the Oscar Schindler Humanities Foundation at the direction of the founder's officers, Jean and Irving Glovin, President Kaplan's mother and stepfather. Since then, several additional donors have contributed to the fund. The Schindler Professorship rotates every 3 years. The professor holding the position teaches classes related to principles underlying good human conduct, conducts research in that area, and engages students in research projects. The most recent holder of the Schindler Professorship was Tim Pomback, Professor and Chair of Forensic Science. Professor Pomback joined the University of New Haven in 2004. He is the founder of the university's Center for the Forensic Investigation of Trafficking in Persons, which is committed to providing research, training, and investigative assistance to government agencies in the U.S. and abroad. Since 2013, Professor Pomback has engaged with the implementation of advanced forensic investigative methods in the war against human trafficking and related issues such as counterterrorism. He has worked in conjunction with non-governmental organizations, government officials, the United Nations, and the State Department. His work preventing human trafficking has brought him to Nepal, Bangladesh, Thailand, Costa Rica, Poland, Italy, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, Djibouti, and Jordan. Prior to joining the university, he served 22 years with the Connecticut Department of Public Safety, rising to the rank of Major in charge of the Division of Scientific Services. Professor Pomback earned both his bachelor's and master's degree from the University of New Haven and his JD from the University of Connecticut. Congratulations, Professor Pomback, and thank you for your service. Now I am pleased to recognize the current holder of the Schindler Professorship, Dr. Erica Haskell, Associate Professor of Music and Chair of the university's Division of Performing Arts, who assumed this position at the start of the fall semester. Dr. Haskell is the first faculty member in the College of Arts and Sciences to earn the Schindler Professorship. She is currently teaching an innovative service learning course called Refugee Stories and Songs that enables students to use music to connect with the community and to mentor youth served by organizations that assist at-risk youths and refugee women and children. Before joining the University of New Haven faculty in 2012, Dr. Haskell lived and worked in a refugee camp in Bosnia-Herzegovina. While in Europe, she also visited camps in Hungary, Serbia, and Romania, recording refugee stories and songs from around the world. She earned her PhD and master's degree in ethnomusicology from Brown University and her BA in music from Mills College. Congratulations, Dr. Haskell, and thank you for your service. Up next is the Jacob F. Buckman Endowed Chair in Chemistry and Chemical Engineering. The Buckman Chair was established in 1975 by Clarice Buckman in honor of her husband, Jacob Buckman, who co-founded Enthone Corporation in West Haven. The late Ms. Buckman served on the university's Board of Governors from 1975 to 1983. The current chairholder is Dr. Dechan Chow, Associate Professor of Chemistry and coordinator of the university's master's degree program in chemistry. Dr. Chow joined the University of New Haven in 2013. His research is focused on developing new theoretical and computational chemistry methods based on quantum chemistry and statistical mechanics to study energy transfer and nonlinear optics for applications in renewable energy science and biophysics. He is the founder of the university's Laboratory for Integrative Materials Discovery, which has received significant external grant support. His collaboration with Yale scientists to develop a drug to improve the survival rate for adults diagnosed with leukemia has been supported by the Connecticut Bioscience Innovation Fund. He has earned support from the National Institute of Health Small Business Technology Transfer Grant for drug discovery, and he has received industrial grants for polymer elastomer design. Dr. Chow earned his PhD in theoretical and computational chemistry from Duke University and completed his postdoctoral work at Yale. He earned his MS in industrial chemistry from the University of Central Florida and his MS in polymer chemistry and physics from Sichuan University, where he also earned his BS in chemistry. Congratulations, Dr. Chow, and thank you for your service. Up next is the holder of the second Jacob F. Buckman Endowed Professorship in Chemistry and Chemical Engineering, which was also established in 1975 by Clarice Buckman in honor of her husband. The current holder of this Buckman Professorship is Dr. Chong Chu, Assistant Professor of Chemistry. Last year, Dr. Chu became the first University of New Haven professor to earn the National Science Foundation's prestigious Early Career Award. In being recognized, he joined recipients from such institutions as Cornell, Dartmouth, Harvard, and NYU. Dr. Chu is using the NSF funding to advance his research on aerosols in the environment that has the potential to shape understanding of the impact of air quality on climate change, weather forecasting, and human health. He is passionate about encouraging students to pursue education in the STEM disciplines of science, technology, engineering, and math, and he has gone to great lengths to incorporate undergraduate and graduate students into his research. Part of his grant funding will also support his work to create a summer academy for high school students in the region and the development of a K-12 STEM pipeline that incorporates local students into his research. Dr. Chu earned his PhD in chemistry from Texas A&M University and his BS in chemistry from Tsinghua University in Beijing. Congratulations, Dr. Chu, and thank you for your service. Up next is the Elder Family Chair, a position established in 2015 through the generosity of an anonymous donor. The current chairholder is Ibrahim Abe Bagili, who is the founding director of the university's Connecticut Institute of Technology. He is also the founder and executive director of the university's Cyber Forensic Research and Education Group, which has gained international attention for, among other discoveries, uncovering vulnerabilities that were addressed in the messaging application WhatsApp, and creating Artifact Genome Project that is being supported by the National Science Foundation and the Department of Homeland Security. An internationally recognized expert in cybersecurity and digital forensics, Dr. Begili served as the executive director of the university's Bergamy Cybersecurity Center and assistant dean of the Tagliatelle College of Engineering. He is the principal investigator for a $4 million National Science Foundation grant, one of the largest federal grants in the university's history, to establish Connecticut's first CyberCorps Scholarship for Service program. He also played an instrumental role in the university's being designated as a National Center of Academic Excellence in the Cyber Operations by the National Security Agency. In 2019, Dr. Begili was named a Fellow of the European Alliance for Innovation, a designation earned by a fraction of the organization's 150,000 members. He received his PhD, master's, and bachelor's degrees in computer information technology from Purdue University, where he was a researcher at its Center for Education and Research in Information Assurance and Security and its Cyber Forensics Laboratory. Finally, we recognize the Henry C. Lee Endowed Chair in Forensic Science, established by an anonymous donor more than 20 years ago. This most prestigious position was held by world-renowned forensic scientist, Dr. Henry C. Lee, for more than 20 years. One of the foremost educators in the University of New Haven's 100-year history, Dr. Lee joined the university's forensic science program in 1975 and helped build it from a small classroom equipped with a single fingerprint kit into an internationally recognized multidisciplined academic department considered one of the best in the nation. Dr. Lee has played a transformational role in the building of the international brand of the Henry C. Lee College of Criminal Justice and Forensic Sciences, which is named in his honor, raising the visibility of the university and advancing the field of forensic science. Through his legendary career, Dr. Lee has assisted in the investigation of more than 8,000 cases, including the most well-known criminal and civil cases. Few individuals have had such a lasting influence on the trajectory of a field as significant and groundbreaking as forensic science, or on the reputation and success of an institution such as Dr. Lee has had. He has enhanced the lives of immeasurable numbers of our students, experts in the field, and those seeking the justice they and their families deserve. Last summer, Dr. Lee retired from a full-time role, indicating he felt the time was right for him to step back to enable the university's next generation of promising and talented faculty members to move forward. Still, he continues to assist in teaching, generating funding, and promoting the Lee Institute and the University of New Haven around the globe. Dr. Lee, the entire university community, and generations of students will be forever indebted to you for your service. Thank you. I would like to recognize also the 2020 recipient of the Bucknell Excellence in Teaching Award, Dr. Patrick Rivers, an associate professor and coordinator of the university's music industry program. Dr. Rivers is an ethnomusicologist specializing in Black popular music in the Americas and the intersection of music, media, and technology. He has taught at the university since 2014 and is highly respected as an extraordinary and engaging teacher. His colleagues say that Dr. River has been a committed advocate for faculty teaching excellence on our campus and for issues related to diversity and inclusion. His student evaluations frequently note his contagious enthusiasm for teaching and appreciate his care for the success of each individual student. One student said, "I honestly wish there were more classes that I could take with Professor Rivers." Dr. Rivers received his bachelor's degree from the Macaulay Honors College of Hunter College of the City University of New York and his PhD from the Graduate Center of the City University of New York. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Rivers as his name is added to the exceptional group of Bucknell Excellence in Teaching Award winners.